Hey everyone, so Bandai has released the new card game called Battle Spirit Saga. This is the third of the four structure decks that was released. Aegis of the Machine, the white color. On the back here it says control the battlefield with defense of steel. And from my understanding, this is the ultimate control deck. Purple has some control elements, but it still has the ability to kind of push out damage and aggro you out. This is the ultimate control, as in like I can probably hold you here for about 30 minutes because you cannot get around, you cannot remove enough cores to stop me because I am a tank. Just look at this guy on the cover. He's just like a straight up Gundam. Like, this dude looks sick. This deck is really stally but rewarding of infuriating your opponent. So let's go ahead and get this thing opened up. All right. Okay. All right. So. Ooh. Okay. So here's Aegis of the Machine. So start off. It's got a soul core here. It's one of your key ones to activate and trigger effects. Then we got gives you these cores, which serves as your reserve cores and your life. Alright, got those. Then we got the mat. As you see, life, burst, reserve. This is the whole battlefield. Open this up. One sec. Alright. Then you see deck, card, trash, core. And then on the back, you get to see all that. It gives you basically the rules and details of how to go about the turns, how to summon, discount, spells, all the fun jazz. Now let's get into the heart of why you are all here. Okay, and that is for the one and only Divine Munsky Beast. Let's open this bad boy up. Alright, it's getting a little tougher than expected. Hold on, there we go. Alright, I had it's tanky even in the wrapping. Oh my goodness, hold on. Alright, here we go, okay. Alright, here we go. Okay. Boom. Alright, so let's start off with first card here. Divine Moon Sky Beast Fanatech Elk. Okay, you gotta be a beast of a card if you got that long of a name. So let's go ahead and look here. 7 cost, up to 3 reduction. And so level 1 through 3 ability. When this spirit blocks, during this turn, this spirit cannot be destroyed by your opponent's destruction effects or as the result of battle. And it cannot have its cores removed by your opponent's effects. Oh my goodness, this is the ultimate stonewall. You cannot touch this man when he blocks. So basically you have to activate cards beforehand, because when he blocks, you can't do anything to him. He cannot be destroyed by your opponent's destruction effects or as a result of battle. That's insane. and he can't get his cores removed, so you can't even destroy him by removing the cores. And then hold on, what's this? Is second and third level, so he gets to 2 or 3 level. End of opponent's turn. If you did not lose life this turn, place 1 core from your opponent's life into the trash. Oh my goodness. Wait, hold on. Yeah, from your opponent's life. Oh, that's disgusting. You can remove cores without actually attacking. That's gross. Oh, this dude's annoying. And there's 2 copies of him. And at level 3, look at that attack. Look at that attack, man. He's at 10,000. 10,000 wall of steel. He is the ultimate mech. that is nutty. Alright, so next card. We got Gray Garmor. Okay, so 4 costs, 2 reduction. So you can get him out for 2. We meet the requirements. So those 1 through 3. Armor red to white. Okay, this spirit cannot be selected by the effects of your opponent's spirits, nexuses, or magic of the specified colors. Oh my goodness, this is a nightmare. We're home. He has protection against red and white. So red gets stonewalled by this guy, at least by effects. And then and that's through all levels. He just has straight up armor. Then 2 or 3, when the spirit blocks, this spirit gains 3,000 power during this turn. Wow. Okay, yeah, we see what we own about this. So we got 3 copies of this guy. So if you love annoying the hell out of your opponent, then this is for you. All right, next we got Mechatrice. 4 costs, 1 reduction, levels 1 or 2. When summoned, view the top 2 cards of your deck. You may place any number of them at the bottom of your deck in any order. Return any remaining cards to the top of your deck in any order. Okay, so you view 2 cards. You get to see what you want to place at the bottom, and then any of them you place on the top in any order. Okay, so you basically control your draws here. So if you don't like the 2 cards, put them at the bottom. If you like any one of those cards, put it back at the top. And then when the spirit blocks at level 2, select one of your opponent's spirits that costs 2 or fewer and return it to the hand. That is disgusting. Now, I don't know if that means, I'm assuming it means this. So if it costs 2 or less, just put that dude back. Like, that's gross. And how many copies we get of him? You get 3 copies of this guy. Oh man, yeah. I hate Stonewall decks, but hey, sometimes it's fun infuriating your opponent. So next we got Mecha Wing Duck. It's your low cost 1, your standard 1 cost, reduction of 1, so you get them out for free as long as you got another spirit out because of the symbol here. As long as that's on the field, you can reduce it so it becomes 0. Level 1 or 2, during your opponent's attack step, when one of your opponent's spirits returns to their hand or deck, place a core from the void onto this spirit. Wow. When one of your opponent's spirits returns to their hand or deck. Okay, wow. So basically, if you're able to destroy a card as you're blocking, or get them to, you get them to bounce the hand or the deck. Yeah, here we go. I'm juicing up. You can juice up to 2, but that's a lot of cores. As the more cores a card has, it's very hard to remove them outside of a straight up destruction effect. And then this guy has 3 copies of Mecha Wing Duck. Okay, then we got Hollow Beast Glass Bear. 3 costs up to 1 reduction. Levels 1 and 2. When the spirit blocks, place a core from the void onto the spirit if there is a soul core on it. So basically, if you feel like getting a little cocky and starting to survive, you could just switch a soul core onto this, and you just start blocking like crazy. Just blocking them all. Like, I don't care, blocks. And this is 3 copies of this. Alright, next we got the Mobile Golem. 4 costs up to 3 reduction, vanilla beater. So you can get this down for 1 if you got 3 other spirits out. That's actually gross. He has 4,000 base, and then with 3 cores, 7,000. And with the way this deck is working, it seems like you could get a lot of cores onto your cards onto the board. And then we have 3 copies of the Mobile Golem. Alright, next we got another vanilla. 5 cost, 2 reduction, Brawn Tech. This has got 5,000 base power. Level 2 is 8,000. And yeah, that's just that. It's just a vanilla beater with high stats, high blocking stats. 5,000 is kind of gross. And if you got enough spirits out, you get them down to 3. So we got 3 copies of Brawn Tech. Alright, next we got the Buffalo Bill. Alright, let's see. He looks sick. 6 costs, 2 reduction. You can get him out for levels 1 through 3. When the spirit blocks, select one of your opponent's spirit that costs 5 or fewer and return it to the hand. Now this guy seems like a menace. He seems like a true menace. This dude blocks. You can literally stop the one you're blocking, I'm assuming, or you can just target one of his higher cost cards. 5 or fewer? That's crazy. That's almost every other card we've seen. This is very rare outside of like boss cards that are 5 or less. Or more than 5. Yeah, 5 or less. Bounce it. Then during your attack step, if at level 3, all of your spirits, when the spirit block effects, also activate when attacking. Oh man, this dude. Oh man, that's a menace. This guy's a menace. This dude is a menace. Oh man, all your spirits. Hold on, let me read that again. During your attack step, all your spirits, when this spirit blocks effects, activate during attacking. That's gross. And then we got 3 copies of him. Man, I wish we got 4, but yeah, 3 copies of him. Alright, next we got the Vanilla Sea Beast. Dugong. 3 calls, 2 reduction, 3,000 beat stick. Level 2, he gets 6,000. And we get 3 copies of him. Alright. Next we go into the Ice Blader Bridget. Alright, 5 calls, 2 reduction. Levels 1 to 2. When destroyed, if this spirit has a soul core on it, which is the red one, select one of your opponent's spirits and return it to their hand. And then level 2, when the spirit blocks, select one of your opponent's spirits. That spirit will not refresh during the next refresh step. Ooh, so it's kind of like a freezing effect. If you get level 2 and you start blocking them, they basically can't even restand that. That's gross. You're taking creatures out of commission. And what do you know? This is 4. You get 4 of these bad boys. Woo! Yeah, this deck's gonna be a nightmare. Alright. Next, we got the Frost Tree Goddess Ear. 3 calls, 1 reduction. When summoned, select one of your spirits with a when the spirit blocks effect and place a core from the void onto it. So basically, this is basically allowing you to get tons and tons of cores outside of the regular resources. So outside of reserves, outside of your life, you're getting cores from the void, and then those refresh, and you can start moving them around, increasing your card's power and abilities. This is disgusting. And we get just 3. Yeah, I think it would have been a menace. You give it 4, but you get 3 copies of that. All right, and that was the last of the monsters. Now we're getting into the nexuses, which are the field spells. So Spring of Norn, 3 costs, 2 reduction. At level 1, during your opponent's attack step, at the start of the step, select one of your spirits with no effects listed and refresh it. So basically your vanilla cards, they're going to love this thing during your opponent's attack step. And then at level 2, during your opponent's attack step, at the start of the step, refresh all of your spirits with no effects listed. Okay, so that's why there's an emphasis on the vanilla cards. You basically, this allows you to refresh vanilla beaters to swing and then restand. Swing, then restand. Swing, then restand. Because you swing on your turn, then on their turn, you're popping back up for blocking, which will then trigger your other monsters' abilities that aren't the vanilla ones. And we get 3 copies of that. Then we got Heaven Piercing Castle. Level 1 and 2. During your opponent's turn, when your opponent draws outside of their draw step, you may pay a soul core to draw a card. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, when your opponent draws outside. So it's basically against decks that are pretty aggressive at trying to thin their deck. You play this, and you can sacrifice your soul core off one of your cards, and then you draw a card as well. And then level 2 is during your attack step, when a spirit with a when the spirit blocks effect attacks, you may place up to 2 cores from your trash onto it. Ooh, okay. So now you're pulling from the trash to get it out there. Okay. And then we have 3 copies, right? Yeah, 3 copies of that. Okay. Now we're going into the spells. So first thing is Holy Elixir. 4 costs, 1 reduction. Has a burst effect on it. So burst condition is when opponent resolves a spirit's when summoned effect. So basically with a burst effect, you set it to the side. Once they meet that effect, you're able to flip this up for free. You don't even have to pay the cost to activate it. So the condition is when opponent resolves a spirit's when summoned effect, place 2 cores from the void into your trash. You may then pay this card's cost to activate this flash effect. And the flash effect is select 2 of your spirits and refresh 10 spirits. Refreshed by this effect cannot attack during this turn. Okay. Okay. That's what's up. So basically you want to get this into the trash, then you come back and get it. Come back and get it later. And then you get 4 for this. Okay. Seems decent. Maybe once I understand the deck more, I'll see the value of that. Dream Bomb. 5 costs, 2 reduction, burst effect. When you lose life, select one of your opponent's nexuses and return it to their hand. You may then pay this card's cost to activate this flash effect, which is select one of your opponent's spirits and return it to their hand. Okay, so basically, if you want, you can use the main effect, which is the bounce. You bounce their creature back, or you lose life, you burst, send the nexus back, and then you bounce by paying the cost. Gross stuff there. And we got 4 Dream Bomb. And then the last we have is Protection Aura, and it's a main flash spell. If it is your opponent's turn, all your spirits gain 3,000 power during this turn. 4 cost 2 reduction, and you can basically get this out for 2. Wow, that's gross. 3,000 boost. Woo! Okay, and then you get 3 copies of that. So yeah, that's basically all of the white. This deck seems exceptionally annoying, especially this beast of a card. This guy, oh my goodness, like having a card that basically can't die. You can't die during the attack step. You can't die. You can't die when he blocks. Like you can't target him with no effects. Can't remove core from him, and he can't die from battle when he blocks. That is disgusting. And then what was his level 2 and 3? If you did not lose life this turn, place 1 core from your opponent's life into their trash. So yeah, you're just stealing their life because you survive. You successfully survive without taking damage. Rewards you with stealing their life. That is gross. The greatest offense is the best defense. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. That was the deck opening for the Aegis of the Machine White. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you guys actually want to see me, like, play with these structure decks against each other. Like, maybe I'll run like a little mini tournament with, like, unfortunately just be me, but just see how the deck plays against each other. So let me know in the comments what you think about that. Hope this is very helpful, and I'm going to learn more about this game, and I hope to do more content on it. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Peace.